Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Rachel. I know it's been a while and well, so far so good. I've been doing great and thanks for watching my videos, and I have so many other videos. You can click the link up here to watch any of my other previous videos just to see what I'm up to. And basically my channel is just taking you on my journey through life, especially as a grad student. And of course I definitely intend to share more tips and tricks and lessons about my journey and about, you know, where I'm heading to. And a lot of you, I put a poll out on my Instagram and a lot of you said you wanted to see more of vlogs as opposed to how-to videos. So I'm gonna be trying as much as possible to do more vlogs. Okay, so but I need like definite ideas of what kind of vlogs you like to see. So today is International Women's Day. I'm heading out to a protest with my friends, and it's going to be started by 7:30 p.m. It's an evening protest, I think, just because of school activities. So it's going to be holding at the Market Square in Durham, and I'll be heading right now to the bus station. And yeah, so that's basically it. And I'm trying to see if I'm going to put this video, make it a week-long video or a day in the life. I don't know. Anyway, depending on how I upload this video, that would tell if I change my mind. Okay, so let's start heading to the bus station, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm at the Market Square right now, and this is in conjunction with Solidaritee, and the event is about to start. So I'm going to show you like snippets of the events now. How do you feel today, Shirley?
A little bit nervous, but I'm fucking game on. International Women's Day, yo! We're honoring all those around us.
homicides, 40% are killed because of their gender. Police in the UK receive one call every minute about domestic abuse, a figure which is made more staggering by the statistics from Women's Aid that only 24% of cases of domestic violence are actually reported. On top of this, according to End Violence Against Women, 1 in 5 women have experienced some form of sexual violence since the age of 16, while around 85,000 women are raped. and over 400,000 women are sexually assaulted every year. This is a continuing scandal that shames our society. And I could stand here and list statistics on domestic violence all night, but the sad thing is that it barely scratches the surface. And tonight, it's not about fear. It's about the power of women to effect change. As a new MP, I do not want to have to address this movement every year and recycle the same statistics. I want to change things. And I stand here on International Women's Day as a Member of Parliament because women have fought to change the world so that a working class lass like me from the North East can go to the House of Commons and fight for women. And I stand on the shoulder of giants, and I hope that I can help other women in this constituency and beyond find their voices and their power. Separately, they can ignore us, but when we combine our voices together, they don't ignore us. From the suffragettes to the Dagenham workers, the Glasgow girls to Me Too, female solidarity delivers real change. And the sad reality is that women have to fight for change. It's not given to us.
So, show me what a feminist looks like.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Show me what a feminist looks like.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Reclaim the Night protests were started in the 70s by feminists. They were angry about harassment, they were angry about rape, and they were angry about society's response that shifts the blame for rape and sexual violence onto women. It asks women to limit themselves, to make themselves smaller, and to change their actions. And I'm angry that we're still here protesting exactly the same things. The Rape and Sexual Abuse Counselling Centre supports hundreds of survivors every year across Darlington and County Durham, and something they tell us over and over again is the effects of rape myths, how damaging they are. Rape myths, for example, women who are too drunk get raped, rape only happens in dark alleys at night, rape happens to women who go home with strangers. They're damaging because they make survivors feel smaller, feel ashamed and feel alone, when what we should be doing is shifting the blame back onto perpetrators, not onto survivors. The Rape and Sexual Abuse Counselling Centre works to end sexual violence by supporting and empowering women and girls in the area. It's our birthday this year, we're 30 this year. We were set up by local feminists who were angry about sexual violence and wanted to make sure proper support for survivors were in place. And I think it's important on International Women's Day to reflect and celebrate all the work that feminists that have gone before us have done to empower women and support survivors. And that collective action was so important then, and it's still so important, and we need that now. Every year, well, in the past year, more than 700 survivors have come to us for support. That's for survivors from Durham, right across the county.
The clouds of evil that rain on us and have the heavier showers that drown the most vulnerable. The event tonight is called Reclaim the Night, Reclaim the Night. But to reclaim the night is to introspectively and wholesomely acknowledge that it has been stolen. A theft has occurred. The spaces are left barren for violence to fester. A tragedy is present. The loss is intangible but tangible and suffocating. The night is inaccessible, and for some of us, it's getting colder still. I get asked to talk about sexual violence or racialized violence or a dark combination of the two, at least on a weekly basis at this point. And the older I get, the more self-proclaimed allies are demanding my time and expertise on the subject. People ask me to intellectualize the systems of oppression that turn victims' bodies into weapons against themselves. People ask me to help them rationalize the inhumane. They say, Sharon, help us understand the reasoning, the motive, the purpose, the collateral damage. They say, Sharon, explain to us how the body can be a foreigner to the host, how it can be objectified to the subject and commodified to the human essence. I believe that these allies are asking me to theorize on their behalf so they can start categorizing the traumas of the world into neat and tidy boxes of comprehension. But this is not how violence operates. The violence of assault, of rape, of murder, of dehumanizing, the violence of commodification, the disregarding, is not neat, nor is it tidy. So I extend the labor, I extend the task of theorizing of violence to everyone. I extend the emotional burden onto us all, not just the victims, but onto the allies. I demand vocal and loud allyship for those that have sworn to protect us against sexual violence. I'm cashing your solidarity today and in public. I want your allegiance to be as universal as it is intersectional. I don't want projects of theorizing to be conditioned on the outsources of women or victims' unacknowledged labor. I want accountable allyship as well as authentic allyship. Our enemy is violence of itself and can only be defeated when our solidarity is real and true and not just haphazard consultation and the extending of trauma of victims themselves. Allies, we need to be bold. If we want to reclaim the night, then we must do so. We, plural, communal, allied, in solidarity, we as in many. And only then will we confront the violent, and only then will we reclaim the night. Thank you.
The world is a minefield. My mother worries about me. Not in a wake me up if you're in trouble or need anything sort of way. Rather a strong wave of I'll hold vigil by the door because I can't sleep until you're home. So when I try to explain to her that she is wrong when she holds me back from my life, that it's part of a harmful, victim-centered narrative that shifts the burden of safety to the hour I choose to go out or the length of my dress, that it's tantamount to saying, let them have the other girl whose mother couldn't stop her tonight. That if all mothers just let their daughters be outside, we'd all be much safer. That sexual assault is perpetrated by the attacker and them alone.
Of this fascist so-called democratic Hindu extremist government, and Shahid Bagh is a site in New Delhi where women were on a continuous ongoing protest for almost 100 days. They were protesting against the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which is deeply Islamophobic in its nature.
Stop the violence, break the silence.
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 Which is a new European-wide campaign kind of advocating for a consent culture.
The poetry is called Awoken on the 24th of August. Today, I woke up to the buzzing rush of a Tuesday morning in the beautiful town of Claremont. I take a stroll down to the post office after my lectures, and I look up into a sky full of possibilities. An endless ray of sunshine kisses my skin, and I feel the light breeze of ocean air filling my lungs with happiness. And I'm excited to try on my new clothes. It's gonna be a good day. But little did I know, I awoken to my doomsday. Awoken to a dark room confined by my predator. Awoken to the horror of a stranger violating my body. Awoken to the open wounds that bleed in and out of me. Awoken to the terror of a helpless fight I struggle. Finally, awoken to all the oxygen in my lungs drained. Awoken to a country where femicide occurs every 4 hours without a say. Awoken to a broken justice system that continues to ignore the accelerating figures of gender-based violence. Awoken to an unjust and unequal policies that continue to undermine our voices. Awoken to a time where fear controls our actions and a lineage of decay in our morality. Awoken to a generation that cares more about their selfies in a bathroom than that drunk girl in the corner. Awoken to a society that still continues to judge and depict women in the most unrealistic forms. Awoken to the reality of women's rights constantly violated. Awoken to my deathbed with no reason, with no explanation, but simply because I am a woman. Awoken to my body, disgustingly disposed, but never forgotten. My pain finally awoken the anger in you. My cries finally reached out to you. My struggle finally...
The reality is that when I ask people why they aren't feminists, they relay a list of characteristics which come from narratives like this that they believe feminists uphold. You know, man-hating, aggressive, bra burners, armpit hair growers. You get the picture. I don't think this is warranted, and trust me, I could stand here and talk about how I find this sort of description problematic for a very long time. But I think that if people are worried about feminists and what they stand for, they really shouldn't be. Bell Hooks said, to be a feminist, in any authentic sense of the term, is to want that all people, female and male, liberation from sexist role patterns, domination and oppression.
And the way that we understand social interaction has already formed. So this kind of education has to be taught a lot younger, and what Expression is doing is bringing it into schools and teaching progressive sexual education, and we're slowly campaigning to get consent and issues around consent taught to younger children.
Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. But he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. But he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be larger than life. Somewhere after midnight, I've all these fantasies. Somewhere beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back to me. Racing on the thunder, rising with the beat. It's gonna take a Superman to spark me off my feet. Oh, can the mountains beat the heavens above? And where the lightning splits the city, I can swear there is someone somewhere watching me. Through the wind and the chill and the rain, through the storm and the flood, I can feel his approach like a fire in my blood. Like a fire in my blood, like a fire in my blood, like a fire in my blood, like a fire in my I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. But he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. But he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be sound and he's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I need a hero.
Hi guys, Rachel here. It was really such an exciting time at the marketplace for International Women's Day, and as you watch from the videos, there were lots of topics that were being discussed, topics in regards to feminism, consent, rape culture, and just all the vices that affects women in general. And it was really an eye-opener of an event, and I really want to encourage every person, man or woman out there, to literally do some more research when it comes to issues that affect women all around the world, and don't just be aloof and don't just feel like it doesn't concern you, because it really does. And I want to encourage everyone to try as much as possible to educate themselves, educate yourself about what rape is, educate yourself about consent, educate yourself about sexual education, educate yourself about women's rights, human rights, abortion laws, educate yourself about these things, because the more educated and the more informed we all are, the more our society will be a better place to live in and the more productive it will be. So happy International Women's Day to every beautiful, amazing superstar woman out there. You are perfect, you are excellent, and don't let anyone bring down your voice. Your voice is meant to be heard, and yeah, so that's basically all it is. And keep pushing, let's striving for the best laws, for the best policies that would help us and that will help improve us as women. And yeah, so support all of us all together, support ourselves as women. And I think that was like the most important lesson that I got from that event. Let every single one of us support ourselves as women. Let's be concerned about the struggles and the pains that every single woman out there is going through. And I think if you are more humane and you are more focused on the concerns about your fellow man or women, you would ascribe towards feminism. Because from the lessons that came from the different talks, feminism is not a man bashing theme or fight. It's not a man bashing fight. It's not that men are useless. It's basically just every woman and every man, we all deserve the same equal opportunities that is available in society. And so let's just get ourselves educated, most importantly. Thank you so much for watching my channel today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any suggestion, any comments, you can always make use of the comment section down below to post your concerns, your thoughts. I would really love to hear from you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can follow me on social media, on Instagram at Rayche Riches, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.